Hey guys, welcome back to Raincode. In the last one, we are with Helena.
I was wondering, if fortes are so effective in investigations, can't they be used to commit crimes as well? For example, let's say someone has telekinesis. Wouldn't they be able to easily create a locked room mystery?
Of course, it would be possible to abuse master detective powers. And some master detectives have turned to crime in the past. But as far as incidents in Kanai Ward, you won't have to worry about that possibility.
Why is that?
The entire city is closed off. There are no master detectives here, besides us.
Ah, so because there's no way for more master detectives to sneak in, they can't use their abilities to commit crimes.
You must assume that there is no such thing as a truly impossible crime. And this line of thinking will be necessary for the investigation you're undertaking.
That's very educational. Oh, there's a key in the glass. Is it the key to the room?
Seems like it. By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery! Hooray! I'm so glad I met you!
Okay.
Yeah,
The slot machines looks like it's been taken care of. There's nothing in here of interest. Seems that way. Let's check some place outs. Right.
a body. I see a body. The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion. This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene. Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on. Which means it could be easily removed, right?
What are you doing? You can't touch what you see in post-cognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Oh, I see. But I think this will be an important clue. The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters. A thin adult could probably pass through.
Sure enough, a secret club has dolls nailed on the wall too.
Yeah.
That must be the Nailman's calling. They're nailed in the wall, seemingly random, facing all directions. I can't find patterns. There's nothing to be connected by the culprit. Let's try checking someplace else.
It's a man's corpse. He's probably around 60 years old. His body is pinned against the wall with countless nails. There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he died.
You're starting to get the hang of this. Not too shabby.
Oh, there are marks on him. Signs that he was strangled. The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
The most basic of basic observations. Well, at least you noticed.
It's thanks to everything I taught you at the clock tower. I'm such an awesome mentor.
Ah, shush.
This situation is identical to the murder at the clock tower.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
But why?
By the way, Yuma, did you notice the nail below the vent?
Yes.
Below the vent? Huh, some of the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were hammered in a hurry.
Or perhaps there's another reason.
Could that have been his way to get out? Was this moved during the incident? As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem to be related.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check another place. There's a doll nailed to the roulette table,
I
too.
see.
There also is a doll nailed to here to the right, in the middle of the roulette table. The doll itself seems to be the same as the others. There doesn't seem to be anything net-worthy. And then there it is. It's self-sacrifice knowledge. Let's check someplace else. Excuse me.
What a rich fragrance! I got a taste master.
The chair's knocked over. Could this evidence be between the victim and the culprit? I don't know about that. The culprit could have knocked over on purpose to throw off the investigation. There's not much we can figure off here. The fact is knocked over. And let's check somewhere else. Right.
The lock is broken. Maybe someone broke it and forced their way in, like at the clock tower. But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or door being tampered with. I think that's about it.
That should do it. There isn't much else to investigate. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition. It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
People do not believe what they cannot see. I have often been called a liar.
I suppose fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locked room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Gima District.
Okay.
I have an idea of where to go. Let's hurry there.
Okay.
The building we're heading to is accessed through Gima District. Let's hurry there.
Okay, to Gima. You know, I didn't even look.
Say, come on.
Excuse me. Is something wrong? You seem upset. Huh? Who are you? I'm kind of a detective. In training. A detective? I see.
Well?
Is something wrong? Well, actually, I've been running away from home. And I'm lost about what to do. Ooh.
Let's solve this thing.
Okay. You might be right. I should avoid getting involved, but I...
Well?
Could you give me some details? Well, I'm the daughter of the merchant who does business for Ward. Due to the family circumstances, it was decided that I would have arranged marriage. Thinking of what best to my family, I should have accepted the proposal. But my suitor is gone awful person.
Oh no.
I hear by my own ears he said he was using my father.
Huh?
Why not talk to your father? There's nothing I can do about proof. My father is very keen on him. Then I told my father I wouldn't get married, and he yelled at me. I said I should cause trouble.
I see.
Aww.
No.
Right.
Say,
Huh? All right. Thank you.
true.
Well,
I see.
well...
Ah.
Sorry.
Come on.
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there. I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
It's closed, as expected.
Okay, we can do that,
Are you
girl.
sure?
Wait! Huh?
Well,
It looks like a haunted mansion.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling that...
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion. He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go.
Yep. Okay.
The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room. The first person to find the body was always the same person.
That worshiper from church? Do you suspect him too?
I kinda do. I have to agree with Helena.
What he said,
Halara.
makes
I have to
sense.
agree with her.
he's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
That's right. It's down this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Ha! Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master? I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
Feels like a jump scare's coming up.
Boo, you suck.
So this is the study where the crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here too.
Oops.
There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my post-cognition again here.
Are you sure?
Don't make a big deal out of it. Just make it quick.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber. But the corpse will never wake up again. Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down down would prevent him from rising. The door is the only entrance and exit to the room. There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery. The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look, there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
There are two different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age. But along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp. There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case?
Probably.
Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
Oh, I see.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood.
I'm looking.
The nail wounds on the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways. But the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically down toward his waist.
Alright.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together after death.
That's disturbing. That's true.
It appears.
Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.